We're getting closer and closer to that Wicker Man opening date. I can almost taste it. You know, the flames, that fresh GCI out the factory, taste of the wood, love that. And the people and flames. So, as you may or may not know, Wicker Man has been testing over the past few weeks, and I do actually know quite a few people that have done it. I'm not saying names though, you know, confidentiality, can't say anything. But there is one person I can say who has been on it, and I've contacted him personally, just to see what the crack is with Wicker Man, so I can share it with you guys. And that person is Mr. John Wardley. You may want to stick around to the end of the video because I do have 3 questions that's on everyone's lips at the moment, and I did ask them John. So we'll get to that later on in the video. It's only going to be a short one, so I won't keep you waiting. I'll move on to what John has to say about Wicker Man and why we should be excited about this project. So let's move on. This is the email that John has sent me about Wicker Man. He's put, "Hi Chris, I rode the Wicker Man coaster at Alton Towers yesterday and was very pleased with the result. You asked why the coaster community should be excited about the ride. Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure all the coaster enthusiasts understand that the way to get more, bigger and better wood coasters built at UK parks is to get the British public to fall in love with them and want them. Starting off with the biggest, most terrifying, intimidating woody, which the enthusiasts would love, is not the way to do this. What Alton Towers have done is created a fabulous, fast-paced, smooth, thrilling, exhilarating ride which is beautifully and imaginatively presented to a standard far higher than probably any other woody in the world. That in itself, that gives me good high hopes. I mean, it does look seriously good, the theming level looks amazing. I mean, you just have to look at the Wicker Man structure to see how good this thing looks. I cannot wait. It will capture the public's imagination and leave them wanting more. With just a 1.2 metre height limit, it is accessible to most children who would want to ride it and appeal to the family market whilst still having enough physical and psychological thrills to satisfy hardened teenagers and coaster enthusiasts, of course. So that's why you should all be very excited about it, John." I think what I like most about Wicker Man is that it kind of fills that void again for that mid-range thrill ride that Alton Towers needs. I mean, we had the Smiler last time, which was the major coaster. Before that was 13, I believe. 13 is that mid-range kind of thrill, but I feel like Wicker Man is going to be the one that will truly deliver this. So fingers crossed, see how it goes. So the 3 burning questions that I asked John, I'm sure pretty much everyone would like to hear about these, so I'll move on to that. The first question was regarding the pacing of the coaster. John simply answered, "It is fast." Well, from the testing footage, I know people was a bit worried from the leaked footage because it wasn't running as fast as people was expecting. But believe me, this was the testing phase. I presume it's going to be a lot faster in person, and John's pretty much confirmed it. It's fast, so thumbs up. The second question I asked John was regarding the airtime, because I know a lot of enthusiasts love airtime, and you know, being a wooden coaster, mainly about the speed and the airtime, so that's what John has to say on that one. His answer was, "Don't expect airtime, this is a twister and that is where the appeal lies." Which is a fair point. I'm a bit surprised actually, but there wasn't that many airtime mills looking at the layout, but I can see the nippy dips in there. It's very GCI, so we should expect little pops of airtime. I presume the main focus is to do with the speed and maybe the force around the corners. It does look like it's going to be a pretty rapid coaster, so let's see what's going to happen. Then the third and final question I asked John was what was his favourite part of the coaster. So this would be like, you know, that moment you got to look forward to, if you get what I mean. And he's put the first 2 drops, but I would say that, wouldn't I, as I designed them. So yeah, it's an interesting answer that, because looking at the Wicker Man, it doesn't look too drop heavy, so I'm wondering what those drops are going to be like. I wonder if there's a bit of a double down in there somewhere. I know there is something like that. But we'll have to have a look and wait and see. I cannot wait for Wicker Man, so yeah. So I just want to say a big thank you to John Wardley. you are a legend. So thank you for your time. Thank you for answering those questions. It's great to have those featured on this video today. So yeah, Wicker Man is due to open within the next few weeks. So get yourself up to Alton Towers. I'm expecting it to open on opening day, but I'm not too sure. Nothing's been really confirmed yet. So fingers crossed, and just, you know, make sure it Towers, and you'll see it there. It might open on opening day. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so click here for the latest video. Click here for a random video, and I'll be different. Look at this. Look at this. There we go. Click on the backseat blackout logo to subscribe. Good night.